Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ronnie Marmo, and I'm the very proud Artistic Director of Theater 68, and I hope everyone is staying safe during this crazy time. I want to welcome you to our annual One Act Festival, and this year we're presenting this festival as a fundraiser trying to keep the doors open at Theater 68 on both coasts. As in years past, each One Act has been written, directed, and will be performed by members of the company. We realize this is a very unique experience, and since we can't invite you to our theater, we thought we'd bring our show to you, our virtual stage, as it were. We've learned a lot in this process. Zoom is essentially a hybrid between theater and film. And although it's not exactly the same as us being together in the same room, we've embraced the medium and we're excited to present these plays to you. We also understand Zoom fatigue is a very real thing. So what we've decided to do is present one 10-minute play each evening. Essentially, each play will run once a week for 6 weeks. There will also be a brief Q&A after the show, so please stick around for that. Now finally, we've decided not to charge for tickets. Instead, we're asking for your donation by going to Venmo and typing in Theater 68, or go to your browser, type in paypal.me/Theater68. In both cases, theater is spelled with an R-E. There's no amount too small. So sit back from the orchestra of your own home. The shows are brief, they're light, they're easy to get to, and we really, really appreciate your support. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, enjoy the show, and onward we go.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no. No, 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 no. Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache, kitty. Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache, kitty. Kitty. Mr. Mustache. Kitty, 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 kitty. Mr. Mustache. Kitty. Mr. Mustache. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache? Mr. Mustache? Is that you? Mr. Mustache? Mr. Mustache. Kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh my god. Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache. Oh my god. Where are you, Mr. Mustache? Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache.
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing, really. Why?
You're on the floor and you're making weird noises. What?
You know, I'm just working at home. All the gyms upstairs closed, so.
Oh my.
Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache. Kitty. Mr. Mustache.
Do you want? Oh, do you want any cereal? I was just gonna make some. I'm pretty sure that's all we have to eat in this apartment.
I'm good.
You sure?
Yep.
Careful.
Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache. Kitty. Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache.
Hey, what are you doing home anyway? You always work on Sunday mornings at the restaurant. Well, the brunch crowd's do without you.
They will have to manage with Melissa. I called her to cover my shift last night because I knew the party will go super late. So
yeah. Well, you must have gotten back super late when you chose to sleep on the couch. For the record, I don't care what time you get in, you could always crawl into bed with me. You know that.
Mr. Mustache.
What do you plan on doing today besides working out on the floor?
I don't know. I didn't really have any plans. Maybe continue unpacking. All my clothes are still in boxes, so.
Well, I can help. I don't have any plans.
Mustache. No, thank you. You're so nice. You should really rest. You've been working so hard lately.
Did you say you want any cereal?
No, thank you. Oh my God, it burns. Mustache. It's a mustache. Get it. It's a mustache. Oh my God, it's a mustache. Get it.
Maybe we can rest together. Why are you acting so weird?
What are you talking about?
You're picking up furniture, you're making weird noises and shit.
I don't know. You know, I'm not good with change, and this place is.
Hey, this new place is great, okay? It's at least twice the size of our old place, and we don't have any roommates, okay? It's awesome. It's just us together in our own place.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
What was it? What?
You didn't just hear that cat?
A cat.
Yes, it sounded like a cat was like stuck in the wall or something. Or was that just like a really loud cat from outside?
Oh my God, that is crazy.
What the fuck? Come on, you heard that.
Oh my God, you don't think a cat could get into walls, do you?
Of course I do. My mom used to get like squirrels and raccoons and shit stuck in her wall all the time. Jesus.
Oh my God. There's a cat in the apartment and I lost it.
How did the cat get into the apartment?
I brought it home with me last night.
Why would you do that? You know that I'm allergic to cats.
I know.
I'm really allergic. Come on. No, my God.
Last night when I found Mr. Mustache, I was a little drunk, so I
Mr.
forgot about that.
No, that's not an excuse to bring a cat here. You have to get rid of it.
I know, but me and Mr. Mustache have a special connection.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, look. Okay, so I was walking home from that party last night, you know?
Oh, there's a story.
Yeah. So I was walking home, and I was like 2 blocks away from home when I realized, wow, I'm headed towards our old apartment. So, you know what? I must have been on autopilot or something, and like I said, I was a little drunk, so that probably had something to do with it.
I'm sure it did.
And you know, I'm not good with change, even though this place is pretty amazing. Yeah, pretty amazing. You know what? I decided to walk the rest of the way to our old place. And I just sat on the stoop, taking it all in. Just taking it all in.
I'm real zen.
And I almost fell asleep.
That's not funny.
That would have been so bad. So bad.
Kidding me?
Anyway, but then I remember being woken up by this cat's meow. He came over, he sat next to me, and he really understood what I was going through. I have never felt so understood in my life. And his little white mustache made him look so wise. So I was like, you and me are meant to be together. So I put him in my bag. I ordered a lift to a new place. And this morning when I woke up, I was like, wow, that was a crazy dream, right? A really crazy dream. But then I saw my back covered in cat hair and I knew it was real. And then I panicked because I'm afraid that he's stuck in the wall. He's going to be there forever. It's all my fault. I know. It's kind of an amazing story though, right?
No.
It is amazing.
You're an idiot.
Oh my God, no! I'm so worried about him. What are we gonna do?
Wink?
Yes.
You say wink?
Yes.
You said wink?
Yeah.
No. You brought a creature I'm allergic to into the place that I live, and now you need me to help it? Are you not at all worried about me?
Kev, babe, I'm sorry. I clearly wasn't thinking.
No.
But I'm sure if you met him, you'll understand.
You know allergies aren't a choice, right? I can't just like come to an understanding with it.
I know that. But you know what? I was in total panic mode. So can you please help me catch him? And I promise you, I'll get him out of the house. I promise you. Please.
Okay.
Oh my God, thank
See what
you.
we can do. I did not do anything yet.
Thank you for not being mad at me.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm mad.
No, oh my God. Mustache.
I am furious.
Mustache.
I'm gonna punish you.
Oh my God. This is the same shirt I was wearing last night. There's cat hair all over
Are
it.
disgusting.
No.
God damn it, let's get this fucking cat.
Mr. Mustache.
God damn it.
Baby Mustache.
Don't call him a baby.
Come, Daddy. Come to Daddy.
You're not a father.
Oh my.
It's not funny.
Mustache. Mr. Mustache.
touching that thing. I'm not touching that. I need it. Throw me right back. Piece of shit. 1, 2. Oh my God. I got it. You sure? I did. Yes, I did. Oh my God. Are you sure? Oh my God. You're safe. Please don't go into any more walls. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's fine. He's fine. Thank God. I'm glad he's safe. Whew. Oh my God. That was a really stupid thing to do. I know. I don't understand why you did that. Oh my God, Kitty. Do you want to tell me what's been bothering you? Why you've been acting so weird lately?
It was a drunken mistake.
Nope.
That's all. That's all.
No.
It was just a mistake.
No, because for the past week we've been in this new place. You've been different. It's like now that we've replaced all of our stuff, you're scared to be alone with me. You keep creating these issues. What are you so afraid of, huh?
I'm not afraid. Okay, not afraid.
Come on.
Okay, well, maybe I am, you know? A place all to ourselves?
Yes.
What if the heater here doesn't make the little fart noise I like? What if we get into an argument about who's doing the dishes? What if spending time with me makes you hate me? I am not the best roommate, clearly. And, you know, we're so young. Who knows where we're going to be in a year? What if other things are changing too?
Relax. Okay, look, this place is going to have other fun, quirky things about. Don't lick the cat! Jesus, what's wrong with you? Look, you weirdo. This place is going to be great. We have a dishwasher, so we don't have to worry about dishes. And we just signed a 2-year lease, so I think I know where we're going to be in a year from now. Okay? It's awesome. It's gonna be great. And the best part about it is that I get to live here with you. Even if you're you lick cats. Even if you're the craziest person I know, I'm still excited to be living with you. I'm still so mad at you, and I'm gonna pretend you didn't just do that. But I love you.
You do?
Of course I do.
Well, I love you too.
Well, of course you do.
Hey!
Just shut up and kiss me.
Jesus Christ! Disgusting!
Change that shirt!
I'm on it.
Please. Get rid of that cat!
I'm on it.
Hi, Joe Montaigne here. Wanting to thank you for your donation, which will help Theater 68 continue to be one of our finest local theaters here in the United States. Thanks again.
Hi. Hello.
Gosh. Hello. Hi, great job.
Hello, ladies.
Julian. Wonderful job. Got to laugh for that? Like, oh my goodness.
That's a wrap.
Oh my God. Yeah, you were really working hard there, Julian.
Party of the week.
Like, yes.
It was a workout tonight.
It was.
Great job, everybody.
You know what?
Awesome.
The last performance, we had to go.
Yeah, you had to go
Take a
all
go
out.
home.
I love it.
Great. So, hi, everybody watching at home. Thanks so much for tuning in for our final performance of this. My name's Carly Wilkins. I wrote it. Lauren Winnenberg directed this thing. And Julian and Riley were our lovely actors tonight. So thank you for joining us. Is anyone able to put up that little purple bag? Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So for those of you who might not know, we are collecting donations for our theater company to keep our doors open in our physical location in LA. If you'd like, you can donate to us at Venmo. Our handle is at theater68, or with PayPal, it's paypal.me/theater68, theater spelled with an R-E. Anything you can give would be very much appreciated. So we're going to get into the Q&A portion of this now. Let me pull up the questions for you guys. First question for today comes from our lovely Sam that's in the audience, Sam Miller, shout out. Our like main girl. She asked us, what's something new that you learned about yourself through this very different kind of one act festival? So via a Zoom one act festival, what's something new, I guess, that you learned about yourself as a person or an actor, however you guys want to answer that?
I mean, for me, you know, not just with the acting, but directing with you, Carly, and tomorrow's show, I feel like I've definitely gained some confidence, which is such a great thing to feel, you know, because all you want to, like, when what you want to do is creative and you wonder and you know, when you actually put something into action that you've been curious about and it becomes a product that you can become proud of, it's just such an amazing feeling. So between this show and tomorrow's show, it's just, I'm filled with so much pride. So it's nice to know, you know, that when you try something new, it's only, I feel like good things can come from that. So, yeah. So the confidence is for sure the thing that I've gained from this.
Great.
I think for me, it's just learning to roll with the punches. Whatever happens, just go with it and keep going and trust yourself and know that I can handle whatever comes my way. So yeah, just deal with the unexpected and know that I'll be fine. So yeah, that's a huge thing that I learned.
Great. This next question, I'm going to open up to all three of you, and it's similar, but I wonder if there might be what's something that you'll take from this experience and bring back to your work on the stage? So I guess, Lauren, I would love to know your thoughts on that directorially. And guys, if you want to chime in with anything else of how this impacts you with your work on the stage, I'd love to hear from it.
Absolutely. One of my favorite parts that we directed, or that we kind of figured out together, because every time I direct it, it's very collaborative. So I always feel weird just saying I directed it, because it also takes really good actors to be able to devise something. But originally in the scripts that you wrote, that whole kitchen bit is off stage, and it's a voice off stage. What I really like about the Zoom platform is that opportunity to have dual screens. And I'm really interested into how to keep that energy. So we always, like, instead of having these off-stage conversations, these off-stage voices, how do we keep that energy and that gift of getting to see both perspectives of this house? How do we keep that to the stage, and how do we kind of create those moments otherwise? And that's something I'm really inspired by and really wanting to try out once we're able to put things back on a stage again. But it's something I really also appreciate and learned that I really love about this platform of theater.
I love that. I definitely would love to see a stage production that has kind of that kind of voice to it. I love that so much.
Yeah, I think that for me, I think being so comfortable at home, I want to bring that into the stage, and knowing that it's not my home, but I want to feel the same way, because that like frees you so much, and it like allows you to like just go for it and not think about like anything. Just know that this is your place and this is your safe space. So I feel like I want to bring that onto the stage, because I feel like that would be so good. And
yeah, same here with that. You know, it's like I'm so fortunate to be doing this play with my husband in our apartment. So just really bottling up that feeling of comfort, of familiarity, you know, object work, things that are actually in our fridge, things that are actually in our living room and stuff like that. So it's you know, it helps so much. So just remembering those feelings and just you know, keeping that with me, for
Yeah.
sure.
What about you, Carly? What do you think you would want to break onto like the stage with this
I
one act?
I feel like as a writer specifically on this piece, I think it was just a really nice reminder of the power of creativity, because I think as much as you write and you try not to limit yourself, you do think of, oh, what's my medium? And so you do limit yourself in certain kind of ways, even when you try not to. And I think this was just such a nice reminder that, like, no matter what you write, like, it can be done. And the fact that we're in a global pandemic and everyone's at home and we were still able to put this piece up was just so powerful to me. And so, and like the thing that Lauren said about revealing things that were previously an off stage thing, I'm like, maybe I'll write next time there's a kitchen on stage and you have to deal with it, you know, like you have to make 2 rooms. And I think that that's so cool. So I just feel really empowered by all the creativity that went involved in this whole festival, for sure.
Without derailing the Q&A, I definitely feel that, Carly. I had a friend of mine once tell me I try to direct my plays that I write. And no, it wasn't a friend, it was a playwriting teacher actually. He's like, you write like a director. You're already thinking of how to do this rather than just letting yourself write the story.
Right.
And that's something I think we all need a good reminder of, is like, we are creators, but we also kind of have to switch off our actor brains, our director brains, our stage manager
right
brains. We're doing
right
that's being limitless.
Yeah, I mean, that's so true, because I think in earlier Q&As, when asked something about writing this, I'd originally talked about how my actor brain was also very present in writing this piece, because Julian's character was like very much my voice and my kind of driving force for this play. And then I really had to flesh out Kevin Riley's character. I had to work hard to flesh it out, because I written it with this very strong voice from like an actor perspective, which I guess is a way to write, but also it's very inhibiting in world building. So it's very just all around great learning experience, I think, for me. Let's move on to the next question. I have a great question that I'll throw over to Lauren about the sound effects. Specifically, it says, how do you get the sound effect for the cat? But if you want to just talk about the sound design as a whole, that would be great.
Absolutely. So one of the lucky things that I have kind of in my toolbox is I am also a sound designer. So most of the sound design for this was pretty simple for me. This is not something new. And our cat is actually a combination of about 4 to 5 different cats. One of them being actually one of our members, Janelle, her brother has a cat, and she recorded his cat. And some of those very loud ones right at the beginning are Janelle's brother's cat. So we have some live recorded cats. We have a couple of cats that I found on YouTube videos of just like original of people posting cat videos. So it is a lot of kind of combination of all of these different sounds, because it is hard to get like a cat to do exactly what it is you want. So, you know, find as many of the other ones too. And as sound design goes, this is one of my easier projects, because it's mostly a bunch of meows. But it's a lot of cutting and pasting YouTube videos that I found of people's cats.
That's really interesting. I actually didn't know that. None of them are your cat.
No, the cats I actually have in my house are fairly quiet. Although the boys will tell you, when we were rehearsing pre-show, Theodore Roosevelt, one of our cats, decided to come into the shot right at the end of rehearsal and give his. So
good.
Really had some cat's advice on some of these.
Yeah, they gotta let you know their thoughts. You know,
absolutely. Showed his butt a little bit. It was, you know, really
primo
in the experience.
Great. Well, thank you for that, Lauren. Yeah, that's really, really cool. I also like the pots and pans sound effect too, when everything comes crashing down in the kitchen. I really like that.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, that one's a combination where it's 2 layered sounds, where it's like the meow sound fires a couple, like about a second after the pots start. So it sounds like a cat's falling with the pots and pans. And again, these are like little things I picked up from doing sound design for quite a few years now, but it's simple enough, and I'm very happy the fact that this is something I was able to lend to this process, because I know this and a couple of the other shows kind of helping and advising on sound design, it really does add a good layer to all of these plays. I think there's not a single play in the festival that doesn't isn't assisted by the sounds that we are also adding to it.
Yeah, and how different they are play to play, like with music in some of them and sound effects. Like it's just cool to see what each play can bring.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think in coming back to kind of where we talked about in the beginning, it's really about like allowing yourself the creativity and the freedom to treat this like a real production instead of saying, well, it's just going to be on Zoom, so we can do it like this. We had done some poking around and discovered that QLab, which is the pretty much it's the industry standard for sound cues, actually fires directly through Zoom. And I could even play QLab sounds and have it fire directly through and have myself muted, and it won't affect the way the cues go. It's a really nice connection. It's a great way that a lot of programmers are really kind of connecting the dots. So the tools are out there for people to create. The tools are out there, whether or not the stages are open. Theater is able to run as much as you want to put into it. And I think that's the important thing, is it'll work if you try.
Amen.
Yeah. Great. So let's open it up to our last question for the night. I would love to first get an answer from our boys, and then also Lauren, we'll get your thoughts on this too. What decisions went into staging your real life apartment for the play?
Well, for starters, we happen to have a bunch of, I'm like looking back there as if, we happen to have a bunch of boxes from when we moved in and stuff. And as far as God damn it, hold on one second. The stuff on the walls.
None.
Yeah, as far as like the stuff on the, God damn it. Okay. Like this was already up, and we were playing around with maybe removing it from the wall, but then there was we had a discussion about it, and maybe, you know, Kevin's the kind of person who does like to feel at home and put things on walls a week, you know, into moving into the new place. So, you know, so there are actually things that go into these, you know, cubes. But it's like, let's make it kind of minimal, but kind of decorative, homey, but still, you know, new and stuff like that. So that was fun, actually, you know, using our own material. Cool.
Yeah. So Lauren, what was it like to manipulate a space and kind of help them design it when it's their home?
Absolutely. Especially since the two of them, and they're like, both of my actors are in this space, and they're sharing their home with me. I will say it feels a bit awkward at the beginning, and especially since I am also a very tactile director, it took me a little bit to kind of like really get the room, but also they were very helpful in giving conversations and suggestions on how to manipulate the space. That was something that was really helpful, is having consent and having ideas of like, okay, well, we're in the space, so we can kind of help show you what we could do with this. And once we got into that mode, we could cover fine details, like the things on the wall. It's funny because originally they were saying we could take them down, and I sat there, I'm like, you know what? I had a neurotic roommate who, when I first moved into this new house, within 3 days of us moving in, she had hung everything up on the wall. So to me, I was sitting there, I'm like, you know, this feels right for Kevin, that eager to get this stuff up and feel at home, even if it's not quite right yet. And that was something we talked about, like about each of their characters, is what they do to strive to make a home for themselves. And that was something really cool that we could play with.
It's so funny because I wrote this, and I didn't, like, that never crossed my mind. So I'm like, oh yeah, and it's also like the painting being on the wall and everything like that, I'm like, wow, yeah, because they just moved in, and you know, like I love the thought of that, and that he's that type of person that would, you know, it's great.
It's been such a fun process, and we've talked about this in some other Q&As. One of the things we kind of did with these characters is we really got to know who they were first and really kind of did the work there. All this added like funny stuff that came in, they come up with that like every week. That's something we have kind of done later on, and that has been very tail end. Like there's always moments to be funny, but if you can get to the truth of who these two people are, you have a good solid foundation to do whatever crazy thing you want to add on top.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for sharing, and thank you to everyone at home that's watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting our final. Yeah.
Thank you, Carly. Thank you, Lauren.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who's working behind the scenes on YouTube and all that stuff. Thank you guys so much. We had such an amazing time, and I hope that everyone comes back tomorrow and the rest of the week for the final performances for every single show. And I just want to say hi to my parents. Hola, papi. Hola, mami. I love you. Los amo. Todos mis amigos que están en Colombia, people who's in Colombia, like, love you. Thank you, everyone who watched every single performance or any performance. Thank you so much, because we could have not done this without you guys, and it's so fun. And it was such an amazing experience. We love you guys, and thank you.
Yes, thank you. And just as a reminder, we are collecting donations. Venmo at Theater68, PayPal, paypal.me/Theater68. Anything you can give would be very, very appreciated. And thank you so much specifically for your time.
Sorry. It's my mom's birthday, so I just want to say
happy birthday,
Mom. So after this, we'll do another Zoom with her for her birthday. So happy birthday to her.
Right.
And also just thank you, everybody.
Oh my God.
Coming into
happy birthday to everyone whose birthdays were during quarantine, honestly. All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Oh, don't leave me.